Ranger fans and geek culture, mark your calendars. November 11th to the 13th.
Welcome to Ranger Stop!
Ranger Stop 2022, live in Orlando, Florida. Come and meet your favorite Power Rangers, past, present, and future. Check out the exhibitors room and get your hands on some sweet art, comics, and toys. Lots of toys. Get yourself a photo with our photo op. Enjoy a variety of cosplay contests, Q&As, and our exclusive VIP dinner. And get ready for Ranger Stop present Turtle Stop, a reunion panel for the cast of Ninja Turtles and Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze, with Judith Hogg, Brian Tucci, Ernie Reyes Jr., and former WWE and WCW heavyweight champion, Super Shredder himself, Big Sexy Kevin Nash. It is all going down November 11th to the 13th. Orlando, Florida, Ranger Stop 2022. Get your tickets now at rangerstop.com.
Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
We have a new world and a new Grand Prix to play. And of course, you know what that means. When there's a new Grand Prix, we need to have new contestants. Coming back from the previous season, Astro Red! And the champion of the previous season, TimeRider Zero. Here comes a new challenger, King Kuga.
Hello there.
Yeah, we have another guest appearance. We are 3 weeks in a row on this. This might be a recurring thing this season. Because there's like 33 riders this season, so why not have like 33 people like show up?
Could have more characterization than those riders and the extra riders on the show, though.
Yep. So, care to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am King Kuga. You may know me as one of the admins of Facebook Kamen Riders if you're on Facebook. I also do Twitch and YouTube streams, mostly just building stuff, but also sometimes playing video games and getting back into that. Not playing video games, but playing video games on stream. And I am around in various places.
All right. And today we are covering the one, the only Kamen Rider Geats Episode 2, Encounter I, Treasure Hunt and Theives. Real quick, what are your guys' thoughts on this episode? We'll start with our new guest, King Kuga.
It was, I like how it's, more setting the tone for the series. First episode is just always, not easy to judge the show with, because they're trying to get you hooked. And the second episode where things really start to set the stage for the show. So now they've got their new world, and they're really setting up the Rider Grand Prix, the Battle Royale. Everyone has their own motivations, their own wishes. And they're demonstrating how cutthroat it can be already with all the losses already. So I like that.
Nice. And Mike, what do you think?
Right now, I actually agree with King Kuga. Like, first episode sets the pace. See how it's progressing. This episode, wham! It's like he said, have everyone write down their wishes, and then next thing you know, bam, they're transported, and then that's when the action takes place. I love it.
Wonderful. And for me, last week I made the joke of how the executives at Toku War were thinking, hey guys, Squid Game ripped off Ryuki, but they're super popular. Why don't we just rip off the guys that ripped us off? And this episode felt even more like Squid Game than the previous one. So
it did.
I mean, that's all media. Everything is a copy of a copy of a copy of a
Everything's
copy.
a copy of a copy of a copy.
There's 7 stories. There's only 7 stories out there, or however it goes. Every time you hear that saying, there's more stories or less stories, so I don't know.
Yeah, I remember like one time someone actually said like I just read Romeo and Juliet and feels like it's a ripoff of West Side Story. I'm like, oh, you don't say.
I can't.
It's almost as if they're both a ripoff of Pyramus and Thisbe, but okay. Yeah, but it's like no. I do find some elements interesting, though I am left raising certain questions about certain characters, which we're going to get into as we go into the episode. And of course, if our Fox character shows up anytime soon, that'd be great. But until then, we are the 3 finalists of the review. Okay, so yes, we did see the world get renewed, and some people still retain their memories, more specifically the ones that have the core thing. So what are you guys' thoughts?
The ID core.
Yeah, so like let's say hypothetically, like if you actually like saw the world end and then it got renewed and then you got your memories back, how would you react to this whole revelation?
That's hard to answer. I would probably be, a bit freaked out. It's like everything just ended, and then it's back to normal, but it's not back to normal. What's going on? I have to save the world. Oh shit! Just very confused. I guess not save the world, but just I don't know. It's a hard situation to be in. You can bring a lot of drama out of this if you want to, and I'm sure they will because this is Kamen Rider.
Exactly.
But this is an interesting situation to be in, so I'm intrigued. And if I were in that situation, I would be freaking out.
And how about you, Mike?
I've been like, oh my gosh. It's like did this really happen? And I got one. Oh, okay, sign me up. Where do I go? Come on.
And remember, the only 33 people that I remember are the 33 people that have rider cores. But the thing is, you got to ask yourself, like, if this fight took half a year, as they mentioned in the previous episode, how many other fights have there been in the past and you wouldn't even know they happened because you didn't get the rider core the previous time?
A whole bunch.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, how many Jeremy Baramies did it take?
Mm.
And of course, we do find out that in his ideal world, Ace is the star of the stars 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 of the stars. And
very humble guy.
Conceited much?
Him flirting with Neon wasn't just an accident, because apparently he was even like flirt. He even asked the doorman or woman on like out on a date multiple times. And his ideal world, she finally said yes to him. So that's on his personality.
Mm.
So you might say he's a player.
Well, he certainly isn't the king of my heart.
That is a shame.
Yeah. So he becomes and like I know that like they wanted a more confident character from Jump Street because of what's been happening, in my home country. But I feel like this guy makes Tendo Soji look very humble in comparison.
No, really?
No, really. Tendo Michuiki, subete wo tsukasuderu otoko. But yeah, so we do, just as we shown, there's 26 people in the screenshot, but there's 33 characters and 33 participants in the new thing. And before we get into the theme song a little bit afterwards, each one of them is asked to write down what would their ideal world be, or rather, what is their ultimate desire for them to win once they win the competition. So question to you guys. If you guys got a rider core, what would you write down on one of those tablets?
I'm going to let King Kuga go first.
I'm not going to go first because I'm not even sure what I would put down. I reflect. None of us knows what we would wish for. I mean, like, there's a lot of things I could wish for, but like, grand wish, I don't know. It's hard.
It really is.
And how about you, Mike?
Especially if it's like, one of those caveats where what you think you want isn't what you really want, or there's strings attached. All of which I'm sure we're going to explore. The first thing that comes to mind is just $1 billion, but that's whole kettle of fish there. So
Yeah, like are the $1 billion taxable? Is it a legal tender? Is it counterfeit? Did it magically disappear from a bunch of banks, so now you technically stole that money? Like I've seen enough Twilight Zone and Fairly Odd Parents to know how this plays out. But for me, I would say in my ideal world, harsher punishments for parole violators, and of course, world peace. That's a miscongeniality reference for anyone who didn't catch on to that.
Oh man, I did.
That was probably my second most favorite Sandra Bullock movie. I'm sure you guys already know what my number one is. For those of you who've known me for a long time. Okay, so moving right along. So right off Jump Street, they have to do a treasure hunt. And already we got some Squid Game type of shenanigans happening where two of the players agreed to team up while others are going solo. And of course, we find out that the water pistol is just a water pistol on its own. So what are your guys' thoughts on the opening sequence of their first mission?
what I was a little interested by was the fact that they apparently can't transform until like they give permission or something, authorization. I don't know, because the Geats didn't transform until they got the water gun, but we know they all have like blank forms.
Mm-hmm.
So I was curious about what was up with that. Like, what would you just other than the need for some human level action, human level fights? Why wouldn't you transform right away if you had the ability?
Right. Right. How about you?
Honestly, I like the fact that put everyone at a fair advantage. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because as we all know, two of the characters have more experience than the others. Because actually, I'm really curious. It looks like Buffa and Geats are like the only two riders from the previous Desire Grand Prix to actually come back. I mean, I know they briefly mentioned some shady stuff about that, but it's kind of weird. Like, you'd think that Geats would be the only one to come back since he was the winner. Because technically, if you ain't the winner, you're a loser. At least in this game it is.
True.
Yeah. But, of course, we do find a familiar face. Wait, nope, not him. Him. So it turns out that Kamen Rider Ginpen, who's a penguin, by the way, is actually the guy hiring Kamen Rider Tycoon for that job interview earlier. So what are your thoughts about like the fact that that now he's fighting for his sick son?
I mean, is he still fighting?
Honestly, I felt that was honorable.
Yeah. Yeah. And also like the whole thing, like world peace being a vague thing, I think it takes me back to a certain guy who has no tolerance for curry from last season. How your definition of righteousness is too vague. It'll blow up in your face. So like I'm thinking Tycoon is gonna have a lot of hard lessons to learn. Because it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure to build world peace, like there are going to be some strings attached. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like for at least one episode, he's going to have to make a heel turn.
You think so?
Because second riders always have like a heel moment, even if they're just at worst an anti-hero. But
is he the second? I feel like Buff was the secondary.
Yeah, he gives off those vibes. But the thing is, they don't make it very clear. It kind of feels like Tycoon's supposed to be the main character in a way that Goto was supposed to be the second rider, but instead we got Akira Date.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's I don't remember his real name, but yeah, he's definitely the protagonist, while the title rider is a supporting character. which is not, it's interesting narrative. We've seen it before in, most famously Hibiki, where Asamu is the main character, and Hibiki is his mentor.
Yeah.
But and then also to a degree, some people say that in Kabuto, what's his name? The second guy is the main character. Which
Gatak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's. I'm sure it's been done more recently than that, but those are the two most prominent examples.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I still can't get over the fact that Kagami becomes Kabuto in Geo because honestly, for me, like the whole point of him becoming Gatak is him becoming his own person. Like I feel like that kind of like defeated like his character development in a certain way.
Why do you think that?
Because in the Hyper Battle video, they specified that you need to have a very specific personality in order to be chosen by one of the Zectors. The reason why the Kabuto will always pick Tendo is because he's elegant and he's above all else, and he's just like forward thinking. Meanwhile, Gatak is more of a straightforward, like ask no questions, just do what needs to be done type of person.
I don't need
And
to cut you off, but drum roll,
here comes a new challenger.
Challengers, guys.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm guessing your theme is kangaroo since you have like a little Joey with you.
You know what? I think I'm okay with being the kangaroo Kamen Rider. So.
Yeah. Besides, I actually do have this. So.
Hey.
Vice is a little Joey that's on his pouch.
And I got him dressed up. In case you guys want to know, got him dressed up like a little Batman.
Because it's Batman Day.
Apparently.
Happy National Batman Day, everyone!
Yeah.
I completely forgot it was National Batman Day, but I digress. Can you say I'm Batman?
Really, Leo?
Hey, I'm trying to train him young. Train him young, train him right.
That's the way to go.
Train them right until they can say Batman. Yeah,
Ain't Batman.
No, he's Robin. He's Dick Grayson Robin. Either that
Dick
or
Grayson, not Damian Wayne. Since
oh God, no, he ain't Damian Wayne Robin. That Damian Wayne Robin will be child number 3 or 4. So
listen. I'm just gonna let you know, my daughter, she reminds me of Damian Wayne Robin. So.
And look on the bright side, at least there's not like a Gotham where like Batman's dead for some reason and his unnamed child isn't running rampant on Gotham and there's some black girl named Carrie Kelly. I mean, I'm just saying, it's not like the CW would ever make something like
that. to quote a Jordan Peele movie, F the CW.
No, to quote another Jordan Peele movie, nope.
That's the same movie. That's the same movie.
I know. Anyway, so real quick before you can, I'm pretty sure I saw you were in the middle of it. This episode was awesome, and now we got the Sword Art Online aspect to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because if you die in the game, you die in real life. Well, let me just take the banner off. Yeah. So even though you only see 26 people in that earlier screenshot, there are 33 contestants. And by the way, can we get some props to the writers of the show that they actually went out of the way to name all of these characters that we're never gonna see ever?
Pretty much.
We might. I feel like we might, depending on how long the current challenge takes, they may just cycle through some of the secondary, or I guess not even secondary, but like the tertiary writers as they get cycled to new people. May see him like pop up for an episode or two. Mm-hmm. That's my theory.
Yeah, given the fact that they did say that in the first episode, it's going to be 6 months. I do wonder if they're going to go through several Grand Prix throughout the entire season. And I wouldn't be surprised by that because in Kamen Rider Ryuki, there was an episode where Shinji had to relive all of the first 28 episodes all over again.
Filler.
Recap.
We call that an endless 8 moment.
Yeah. So what are you guys? So real quick, like, did any of these so out of these 33 contestants, only 7 are left. But do any of them really catch? Do any of them catch your eye though?
Nope. let me tell you something. Like this, you might as well. I think in this episode, honestly, this should just be called Red Shirts.
Hey, hold up.
Hey,
Hold up.
be careful, Leo. Look at the shirt you're wearing.
Hey. I don't. Here's the thing. In my Grand Prix, I don't die.
See, I'm a blue shirt, as you could tell. So
I'm Ric Flair, man.
medical department.
I'm Ric Flair, dude. I'm Ric Flair. I'm just saying. Woo!
Yeah. Okay, but I'll say this. One that did catch my interest was Kamen Rider Otaitai, because
Wait, which
her
one is
logo. Because first of all, okay, let me just remove the banner for a hot second. Because like if you look at her screenshot, she looks like a goth chick, and her emblem gives the appearance that her motif is a lion with a purple and yellow color scheme. And I'm thinking, I'm curious what that looks like.
But sadly, we will never know.
Presumably, unless there's going to be another Grand Prix with like other actors. So we finally get round 2. The 7 remaining riders show up to fight the boss. Yes, there's a boss fight, and they all have their base forms because you got it, because at this point they're playing red light, green light.
Oh my god! I knew you were gonna make a Squid Games reference. Listen.
Oh no!
If there's anything you got, listen, people. Outside of my Geats references for Kamen Rider Geats, you're gonna hear a lot of Squid Games references. Just letting you know. If you didn't watch last week's episode, get ready for the references, and also the Kolyoko references as well.
Yeah, I mean, what would you expect? You got the star of stars of stars of stars in a ripoff of ripoffs of ripoffs of ripoffs.
Of more ripoffs.
Yeah. So while 2 of the riders, Nago and Mary, and yes, Mary is a middle-aged dude, team up because teamwork makes the dream work. Hey. This guy's off on his own and being brutally savage. So thoughts on Buffa's personality so far?
I got something to say to that.
Go ahead.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Marry that girl. Marry her anyway. Oh man.
Yo, the baby's like, I don't care.
He's looking at the screen. This is honestly, he's gonna be a recurring character because this keeps him entertained.
So Arthur, what are your thoughts on the character's personality so far?
I mean, I think he's a good foil. I'm curious to learn more about him, what his, like especially what his goal is. Right now, he just kind of seems like they're kind of making him just mean for the sake of it, as just a foil to Geats' Ace's high and mighty. Like high and mighty seems like the wrong term because that's how I would describe Tendo.
Pompous.
Pompous. That's a good word. Pompousness. Buffa's just like I'm over that.
On live.
Buffa's just like I'm not here for that. I think you're a fake. I'm just gonna get this done. So I'm curious to see more about him because he also kind of comes across as a typical rough and tough secondary dude, which is kind of why I think he's the secondary. But we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky, like figuring out whether Buffa or Tycoon is the secondary. But because honestly, Tycoon kind of gives me Kamen Rider Vulcan vibes, where he's just a lovable idiot.
Okay, we're not. Don't let me tell you something. As a fan, as number 1 fan of 01, don't disrespect Kua like that. Don't disrespect Kua like that. Hey, and it's a fine moment when I don't know.
Look like he's about to go Super Saiyan.
Okay. For me, like honestly, like even like his overall like his overall appearance kind of gives me vibes of of Takumi if like he went full Orphanok instead of being just like a half and half like Kiba.
Spoilers for a 19-year-old
like
show.
Because he's got the hair, the cheekbones, but let's be honest, he wants to smoke. Like this guy clearly wants
them hands. If he wants them hands, then let's go.
Yeah, but
I'll say this. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll say this about Kamen Rider Buff. I call him Buff. Kamen Rider Buff. Kamen Rider Buff. I feel as if there's. I think he's just the type of dude who just doesn't trust anybody. You think? Part of me thinks he is probably a heel, but I'm like, maybe he's gonna be like the anti-hero babyface that is going to at some point figure out that there's something deep going on with a Desire Grand Prix or something like that. I don't know. I think the more we get his backstory, just like Kamen Rider Geats Howard, I think we'll find out more about it. Or I should just call him Kamen Rider Okada, because this fool is carrying around that same gold damn dollar like he's Okada from New Japan.
Oh,
all the way for him to do is do this.
Odds of Buffa being the guy who uncovers the grand conspiracy and dies at Christmas. What do you think?
Just like in Saber, where the OG Calvin was like, listen, it's like there's more to it. The person you're looking for is dead. As much as I love that episode pissed me off the way it ended.
Yeah, or if you watch Stone Ocean, you get like a scene where it's like Jolene, White Snake belongs to. Man, I hate Netflix for like putting that in batches, but I also love them for making Cobra Kai season 5.
That is a video for another time.
Anyway,
it is. But Mr. Squid Game needs to save his son, and as a result, he does get killed. And as you know, if you die in the game, you die for real.
That's when we need to while he's dying.
Oh Lord.
Player 99 eliminated.
I'm just looking at this ride list real quick. I just noticed this one literally called Kamen Rider Baboon. Just Baboon.
Kamen Rider Baboon. No,
hold on.
Let's take a look.
Wait, where's the
He's
baboon?
left
Oh
column,
yeah, I see him. Kamen Rider Baboon. He's literally a baboon.
Listen, hey, look, it's Rafiki.
Yep.
Yeah, if you need help, he's on the far left, second from the bottom.
Actually, Rafiki's a mandrill. And for those of you who didn't know, there's actually an animal called a drill. Not a mandrill, just drill. And I'm like, what?
My bad. My computer.
It's all good. But yeah, so we do find out how to properly use the water shooter, and because you need a water source to commit pressure, and of course, he pulls a James Jesterson.
The sob story.
Leo knows the reference I'm making.
Yeah.
Lawrence Jameson. He pulls a Lawrence Jameson and says, "For the children, for the children,
For the children.
Somebody think of the children. Sorry.
for the children of Beaumont Sumer." And of course, he does this really cool spiral thing with his Pokemon from Pokemon Scarlet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm never gonna let that go.
You're not.
You shouldn't.
But of course, it is revealed. Hey, thanks for falling for my trick. Wait, what? What trick? The trick where I tricked you into giving me the boost core. What? Yeah, I tricked you into giving me the boost. Hey, give the boost back. Sorry, can't do anything about it. One time use only. And I find that interesting.
I would have went like, you son of a monkey eating biscuit. I can't.
He's like, no, he had the stink meter Man, this is small bullshit.
I can't curse because there's a baby here.
I know. I ain't say I ain't cussing still.
Watch next week. I will make a Morphin Masters picture of that shot.
Yes.
Because this is just too perfect.
I'm out.
Like...
I'm out. Screw you. I'm out.
Well then. Oh, he's back.
No, I'm not. You're not gonna put me in this genjutsu again. Hell no.
What genjutsu? You mean this genjutsu? Or do you mean this one?
Listen, I can laugh. I know that's just funny.
Hey, do I see? Show the audience one more time.
And of course, like the episode ends with Ginpen's son getting a large sum of money to get a procedure done, and by a mysterious donor, which we all know is actually Geats.
Okada.
So the really old guy designated 001's like, I wonder what his aims are.
Interesting.
I'll say this. If I aim to give you a shot, I will riddle you with these really bad YouTube references.
This will be a perfect rise when it's all said and done.
Yeah. So, what are you guys' thoughts on Geats making that donation?
I thought it was very heartwarming.
Geats Howard is a jerk, but he's lovable. He legit just did like the ultimate heel thing, but it's like, you know what? I'm gonna give him the sum of money. I'm gonna give him this real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know, it does make me curious. What is the Game Master's ultimate goals are?
To take over the world.
Of course.
Two different references. Okay, so final thoughts. Likes, dislikes, score out of 10. Arthur, why don't you go first?
8. Less of this. 8? Yeah, 8 or 10. Did a good job at better establishing the world and just the pace of the show going forward. Still a little on the fence about it. I haven't really been feeling Reiwa so much. I fell really behind on both Saber and Revice and have yet to finish those. Geats was really not doing it for me just by aesthetics alone. But actually watching it, it seems decent, but maybe not maybe I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I don't hate it or anything. Still not convinced it's going to be one of my watch weeklies, but we'll see.
All right, Leo.
Respect. I like that. For me, okay. So watching this episode, I'm liking how we're fleshing out a little bit of the story. See, what I initially thought, and I'm glad my prediction wasn't really all that right, was that every episode the world was going to reset. That's what I initially thought. Or every
I kind of had that thought too at first. I'm glad they're not doing that.
And every time there's going to be a new Kamen Rider Geats Howard, because I initially thought that our boy Wada Sakurai, he was going. Awada, or was it? What's his name again? Sakurai, right? Sakurai, right?
Are you talking about Tycoon?
The main character.
Oh, that's Ace.
The dude with who wants to have world peace. His name is Sakurai again, right?
I just call him Tycoon for now.
Awada. I think it was Awada. Anyway, the head of Nintendo, I initially thought that he was going to be Geats, and then someone else was going to be Geats, and then someone else was going to be Geats, because they were introducing all these characters that we saw. And I'm like, okay, so we're going to have multiple people. It's going to be like the mantle. It's like Kamen Rider Geats. I know, buddy. Kamen Rider Geats is going to be passed down from one player to the next. I'm glad we're not going with that. I enjoy.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'm saying, I thought that's the route we were gonna go as well.
Yeah, I'm glad I was wrong about that. I like how that booster's not the only thing. Like you can also get all these other like armor things, you have to use the environment in order to for your devices to work. I actually think that is a really dope idea, right, buddy? Yeah.
That looks like a smile to me.
Hi, Joey. Hi,
It's not
Joey.
Joey. I don't need all. If any of y'all Russian bots are out there, please do not geotag my baby. Thank you. Anyway,
They just did.
anyway,
What?
Face scan completed.
oh my god,
Enter new contestant.
stop. It was like 1984 Big Brothers watch. I'm joking. Anyway, so overall, I think this episode was really good. I think that the storytelling is good so far. I want to see more. I mean, I'm hoping that there's gonna be episodes where we see the rest of these contestants and their stories and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I also hopefully we're not gonna get where it's like, hey, I have the stream of this dead. I have the stream of this dead. Because the moment homie told him
Dead
that,
dream of the week.
like, oh, you gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment you tell them hey, I'm gonna go home to my wife, my kids, have a bomb, like pull the Black Dynamite card, you gone. Overall,
Naranja. After we're done, I'm going back to school.
dead.
You're lucky I watched part 5 like 2 months ago, or a month ago. I would have been really mad about that spoiler.
I'm gonna go to college and make a name for myself. Dead by the man.
Hello, darkness, my old
friend. 8 out of 10 is my actual score. 8 out of 10.
Mike, your turn.
I'm gonna have to agree with Leo. I have to give this score. I have to give this episode a solid low 8 out of 10.
See, I didn't give mine a low. I give it a solid.
Well, excuse me.
All right. Well, for me, I would give it a 9 out of 10 because we're at a good start. We're starting at a good place. I'm just left with certain questions that I feel like could have been better addressed. Like they put Ginpen like right there in the theme song, but he dies like literally in his debut episode. So it's like, are they gonna bring him back? Because at the very least, Laser, got 13 episodes before he died.
We will find out in what time is it? 3 hours?
Yeah, in about
3.5 hours.
Pretty much.
From your time, yeah.
And everyone's time.
And of course, what's it called? But I do like the way they're already trying to like establish chemistries between different characters, like between Nago and Mary. Yeah. Because like she could have been Solitaire, or she could have stuck to Tycoon like she did, in the first episode. So I love that they're mixing and matching them a little bit, and I do find it interesting that like this guy, the main character, acts like an asshole, but the thing is, he might secretly have good motivations. Also, low key, the whole hospital donation thing kind of gave me Darwin's Game vibes, which is another show that ripped off Ryuki. And that show even had a panda with a gun. No, wait, with a knife. My bad. Or both. I don't remember. But the point is, man, I can't believe you got two different shows, the same premise, and they both have a treasure hunt arc. Holy bleep, man. No one's original anymore. Dang.
In the comments, off topic, is anyone going to watch the new Kamen Rider movie that's only going to be on Amazon Prime?
I'm watching it.
What's so controversial about it?
No idea. But
okay, they said the most controversial revamp of Kamen Rider Black. I'm like, what makes it so controversial? Everyone
can't be any more controversial than Amazon's.
I think it's.
Yeah, I love Amazon.
It just kind of just looks like dark and gritty to me, dark and gritty, edgy black. I don't know what's supposed to be controversial about it. The designs are good. Expected.
I mean, look at Kamen Rider first and Kamen Rider the next. They were dark versions of Kamen Rider and Kamen Rider V3.
Yeah, V3. But yeah, like for me, it's like the only way I could make a joke about that is if I made a reference saying, Adi Shankar's Kamen Rider Black.
Oh God.
No, like I love you, Adi. You're a great guy. Like great job with Castlevania, but I'm just saying. But yeah. So, also, can we quickly reference the fact that we now have 2 green Kamen Riders named Sakurai? And we got 2 riders that are bison themed.
That
That are
is
green.
true.
Yeah, because you got Zeronos and Buffa, but also Zeronos and Tycoon are both green guys named Sakurai. So,
Green bull themed riders. Hello.
oh yeah, I forgot about him. See, I blame this on Decade because they have a screen together. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the comments. Hey guys, Brett the Mesh says hi. Are you guys planning for future interviews online? Maybe. Who knows? We'll let you know when we get to that point.
We're kind of taking a break from it, and we're trying to focus more on our con interviews. Which reminds me, Sunday, please be on the lookout. Our interview with Campbell Cooley at Power Rangers will be up tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that one.
I can't wait to see some of the interviews I did. No, because some of them were just super hilarious.
Honestly, I will be honest with you. I sometimes, whenever when it comes to interviews, I get a little nervous. So, if I see you guys out here, so I'm going to, see how you guys do.
Yeah,
and then I'm
practice makes permanent.
Really, practice makes permanent.
Yeah, because if you keep practicing incorrectly, you'll keep doing it incorrectly.
Hi, Joey.
Hi guys. Geats kind of gives me Don Momotaro and Tametomo vibes. Yeah,
Hey.
I was gonna make the joke about how Toei sure loves guns this year because you got Geats and Don Brothers and they both use guns a lot, even more than typical episodes of Sentai and Rider.
I'm down for it. Look, that's why Fu was my favorite Kamen Rider. So he about that action. He want all the smoke.
I like the chainsaw sword. I could probably make one of those for you if you like. Oh, I
will hold you to that.
Okay, L'Oreal, I need you to make me a giant replica of Kamen Rider Buster's Buster sword, please.
Yep. I agree with you about the caliber, Leo. My man was robbed from the truth, and I hate that. You and your man. Rafikius Kamen Rider. Go on. Okay. She gives this episode a B. Oh, look who's here. Jared Ward says, funny.
So,
Decade did nothing wrong.
Again, coming from someone who has not gotten into Decade, I don't know what. I mean, I know what Decade kind of did, but it is what it is.
And of course, L'Oreal says she's got a deal. Well, I suppose one of us is going to get their desire.
Exactly. Why not send the invite to everyone?
Alrighty. Okay, so that's it for Kamen Rider Geats episode 2, Encounter I, Treasure Hunt, and Thieves. By the way, real quick, any guys have any ideas as to what that letter is? Because I know Kamen Rider W does that a lot.
It's the Roman numeral for 1.
No, it's I, because the last episode was Invitation F.
No, because if you look at the preview, it has 2 I's. It's the Roman numeral for 1, then 2, then Encounter 2, then Encounter 3.
Hold on, give me a second.
I want to idea.
I want to check it.
I have one prediction. Now that we have okay, so apparently I think it's set up like a dark void or whatever because someone's behind the other side of the camera or whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know, but because the whole thing was like, what are you looking for, Geese Howard? I don't know. Maybe that's like he's part of a. I'm just throwing ideas out because we don't know what's about to happen. Maybe it's just all the dead writers who all died during the Desire Grand Prix coming back to life as like these edgelord Sith warriors with white robes instead of black robes. I don't know.
Oh, and L'Oreal. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I'm sorry.
L'Oreal.
Yeah, if you're still in here, I may commission you for Kamen Rider Saber's sword
Mm.
when I get the money.
Mike, you're actually right because the third episode is titled I. So I'm guessing it actually is Roman numerals. But then that begs the question: what does the F stand for?
The F.
Yeah, in the first
Episode
episode,
one.
Oh, I know what it, I know what it
Invitation
stands
F.
for. I know what it stands for.
What?
F is for friends who do stuff together. And
It's raining when anything all under the deep blue sea.
You know, low key, I was like really close to thinking, what if they pull a Young Justice where like the letter is like like represents like something where like you have to like add all the letters together and it'll spell out a message.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we got one more comment.
Yeah. You should.
We're good.
Yeah,
I love how this is a
y'all
running
pressuring
gag.
me. Y'all pressuring me. Fine, I'll do it.
All right, I love this running gag, and now it's finally become reality. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Right? Thanks so much for watching this week's episode of the Rider Time podcast and King Kuga. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. So Arthur, why don't you plug your channel? Where can they find you?
Yeah, so as I said before, you can find me on twitch.tv/king_kuga. I do streams multiple times a week. Fridays, I'm alternating between build streams of model kits and other stuff. I built a Lego set a few weeks back, just whatever needs to be built. And then also video game streams, so just alternating Fridays. Also, I do host watch parties with friends, where we will be doing. Those don't end up on Twitch. Well, actually, they do end up on Twitch. I lied. They don't end up on YouTube. Anyway, I do watch parties where we watch anime or tokusatsu movies. Right, we are currently working our way through the second season of Symphogear. If you've ever heard of that, great series. Spooky Ween season starts soon, so I'll be playing Parasite the Maxim and what's the other one's going to play? Paranoia Agent. So I'll be playing those.
You know what's funny is that when I first saw the movie Venom, I was thinking Parasite the Maxim, because when he possesses his body, it's like Eddie, I need you to teach me how humans reproduce.
Yeah, good times.
Okay, Fox, where can they find you?
You can find me here taking care of a baby. I'm joking. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, @Fox. You can follow my YouTube page, which I'm trying to get back up, Reckless Fox, and find all my latest gaming stuff on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. Scroco Podcast will be back soon. And get ready. I'm gonna try October. I'm gonna try to get everything situated with my computer so we can play some more horror games. If that's the case, we're gonna try Beat Blair Witch, and I'm gonna play Outlast 2.
Okay, cool. Mike, where can they find you?
Hello, everyone. It is your boy Mike. You guys can catch me on Instagram at RedRanger2134, and you guys can catch me on Twitch, Red Falcon 347, where I starting either next Saturday. Yes, next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will finally be playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
All right.
Oh
Cool.
boy. I'm excited for you to stream. I'm just not a fan of that game.
And of course, you can find
Dragon
me.
Ball Z Monster Hunter.
And of course, you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto, where just moments ago, I did just finish streaming Shadow the Hedgehog. We only have 2 Shadow the Hedgehog videos left before we're going to go into Bayonetta 1 and 2, and then 3, because it's coming out next month. You know, I'm very excited for that. Yeah, and of course, if you like this review, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at the Morphin Network. Ding the bell icon, because those Jamoto keeps stealing the algorithm in a different direction. And of course, if you like our reviews for Kamen Rider Geats, be sure to check out our previous episode as well as our previous seasons where we reviewed Kamen Riders Revice and Saber and Leo. If you ever upload those 01 reviews we've done.
I'm sorry, we might have to redo them because Toei won't let me put them back up.
That's weird.
Toei, look, it's not my fault. It's Toei. So, people, you know what? Screw it. Why don't we review the movies again? Let's do it. Because
No.
I'm with it.
No.
Yo, Leo, let's do it.
I want to watch Real Time again. I love that movie.
Let's do it.
I don't know. I'm more of a Godspeed Love kind of guy. And of course, if you like Super Sentai, be sure to check out our Sentai Hero Live special where we review Avatar Sentai Dawn Brothers, and hopefully Clement and Jacqueline will get the next batch of 5 episodes in, because that's when they're introduced to a certain two-faced Monkey King. And of course, if you like Power Rangers, we also review Dino Fury as soon as Netflix drops those episodes at the end of the month. So we'll be binge watching those and reviewing those episodes one at a time, because we always review the episodes one at a time. And of course, in 2 weeks, we'll do another set of 3 episodes for Fudo PI, because Joker, Maximum Drive. Okay, and of course, I want to thank all of you, our lovely audience, for showing up. And I want to thank our guest, King Kuga, for showing up as a guest panelist. This might be a thing where we'll do more often, where we have a random guest panelist showing up here and there and, giving an additional outside insights of the show. I think that kind of is it more fresh and fun, and makes you want to tune into the next episode, see who will show up next time. And of course, everyone, enjoy your weekend. Have a good time. As this guy would say, peace, love, and chicken grease. This guy would
Actually,
say,
it's pronounced love, peace, and chicken grease.
And this guy would say something about keeping things under $20 or less. And I don't know, King Kuga has any particular catchphrases?
Protect your smiles. That's all I got.
Nice one.
And of course, stay safe out there. Stay hydrated. It may be autumn soon, but it's still pretty hot outside. So, stay hydrated. I am drinking a lot of Liquid Death. We're not sponsored by them. I just happen to have a can of that on me. And of course, I'll see you guys next time.
We have to keep.
Bye.
Peace, everyone.